Social Media University. Also, one of the owners of the FC Wild Aces, right?
Yeah.
Can you speak to that whole thing like that? Because I watched a few games of that league and everything. Can you speak to the league, how it got created, and then how you got involved with owning part of a team?
Yeah, so the FCF Fan Control Football League, and for everyone listening, it actually means the fans control the football team. So in the inaugural year, which was this season, there were 4 teams, and before the season, you sign up on the FCF app or online, and you pick your team, and that's your team, meaning you draft the players on Wednesday nights, you call the plays, so it's a 25-second timer. They give you 4 pass plays, 2 runs. You actually select the play, like a video game. And then the players, based on the majority vote, are required to run that on the field. So this was originated a bunch of years ago by the 4 co-founders. They bought an arena football team, and they used the tech that they built to kind of call plays. Quarterback won Rookie of the Year. They had an awesome offense. I don't think their defense was great, which we actually saw in the FCF. a lot of no defense being played. And then they brought this alive, and my connection to it was like FAM, which is Snapback Family. Mm-hmm. Like, all we ever wanted to do was, like, work together and have an impact, and that's what fans want. It's this, the coach couches. Everyone wants to say, "Oh, this is stupid." So the FCF's like, "All right, do it."
Yeah.
And so one of the people we had actually interviewed pre-COVID was Austin Eckler, and we had sustained a good relationship. He was going to be one of the co-owners of the Wild Aces. And so when we talked to the FCF, I was like, I want to be on that team. Fits my vibe. And, the teams aren't city specific. So I think what's really cool, right, is like growing up, if you're from Washington, D.C. or the Virginia area, you're a Washington football fan. Well, their ownership group, is not the greatest in the world. But you're kind of locked in, right? Because you were born there or because your dad was there, right? Mm. So this was like a fresh start, and you could pick what team you supported based on the owners. So if you fit the vibe of a Bob Menery or a Richard Sherman or a Quavo, right? You could go one place. We had a much different vibe, and then everything was streamed through Twitch, and they built a football game that isn't trying to really compete with the NFL. It's a completely different experience, 7-on-7, call the plays, built in like this video game arena, and it was so much fun. I went down for a couple games actually. They'd like treat me like an owner, which I thought was hilarious because everyone wants to own a team growing up.
Yeah,
if you're a sports fan, right? Like that's the dream. And they like called me a car and put me in a hotel, and I'm like, this, now I made it, right? In this football league. And then we ended up going on and winning the championship. And I was down in the bubble because they did a bubble for it. And, I'm one of the only owners there because of COVID and stuff. And, we went on a walk-off touchdown or something. I'm, running on the field. I don't know. I'm an owner. Who can stop me? I got kicked off, 30 seconds later. But it was great. It was awesome.